Hola, muy buenas, soy Gatmo 009 y continuamos aquí donde lo dejamos en el anterior capítulo, que espero que os haya gustado y lo hayáis visto bien. Pues hacemos un breve repaso. Cerramos la grieta y nos despertamos aquí y nos vino una elfa que nos trajo esta caja que tiene, vale, que tiene raíz élfica, loto de sangre para medicinas y nos manda hacia Cassandra. Y vamos a empezar ya, como veis. Bueno, tengo lo mismo, lo que no tengo el traje este de el equipamiento inicial. Aquí vamos a coger unas cosas y esto por si queréis pausar y leer. Yo no me voy a centrar en eso y salimos. Aquí, guardando al héroe. Sí, 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 soy el heraldo de Andraste. Continuamos por aquí.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard
Ajá.
he was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done.
Ah.
Demons have had us
Y continuamos.
Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
A la capilla.
Says that their chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Ahí.
Have you gone completely mad?
Uh,
He should be taken to Val Royo immediately.
Perdón.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Me has hecho que lo he perdido. He hecho lo que he pedido. Sigo siendo sospechoso. ¿Quieres mi ayuda otra vez? ¿Quieres mi ayuda otra vez?
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Bendito sea el heraldo.
The wall before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide.
We lost everything then. Out of nowhere, you came.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Investigar, Antigua Inquisición, que es la Guerra Santa, me niego. Nah. Quiero ayuda, venga.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this, before it's too late.
Claro, venga. Bueno, continuamos. Lo primero que voy a hacer es esto. Armas, como veis, no tengo ninguna equipada. Y de aquí, fuera. Nada. Y lo mismo con Cassandra. Con Solas. Con Varric. Varric lo único que no le voy a quitar la ballesta. Porque es un arma que él solo va a utilizar. Pero a Varric sí le voy a quitar el bastón. Y a Cassandra le voy a quitar la espada y el escudo. Y la voy a dejar normal. Como si empezáramos sin absolutamente nada. Entonces vamos a ir. Por ejemplo, mira, aquí hay una misión y vamos a hablar con Soras. A
The
conocer un
chosen of
poquito.
Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Espero
I
saberlo.
didn't ask for this. But someone has to find a way to seal this breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical. I've journeyed deep into the fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Uno bueno.
The kind who makes the world a better place.
It isn't always that easy, but I wish you luck. I will stay then, at least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra te protegerá.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Y continuamos. Vale, este es el boticario. Ah, mira.
Secret Ask told me
Aquí
that he
me-
can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segret he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Hola, Adal.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
¿Nos conocemos?
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Pues
I
gracias.
didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
¿Necesitas
Is there
alguna
anything I
ayuda?
can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Vale. ¿Cómo pido
How do I go about
pociones?
having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Vale. Receta de regeneración. A ver qué tiene aquí. Figura de madera. Esto. Y continuamos.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Ahí. Seguimos. Uy, saquear. Ah, mira, vale. Vamos a ver con eso.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Murieron demasiado. demasiados. Estoy bien. Estoy bien.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in stride.
Better than most of us, then. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Tuve suerte.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Ah, mira, por aquí hay otra misión. Venga, vamos a seguir por acá. Aquí.
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need?
When they're ready. Piss off.
What about the rebel major?
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montilyet. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Hábleme de los
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Vale.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Vale, tenemos que conseguir hierro y un puesto de tala. Que sé dónde está el puesto de tala. A ver. Seguimos cogiendo objetos.
So we're heretics, just like that. Should we surrender or...
Vale. Ahí. Aquí, de creación y objetos de venta y raíces. Recursos. Ya. Vale. Vale. Seguimos por aquí y vamos aquí, a la tienda. Y vamos a vender todo lo que no sea de... todo que sea normal, digamos. Vender esto. Estas dos no. Esto. Todo esto. Todo que sea, digamos, básico, lo vendo. Y los sombreros también. Esto no. Esto también. Y vale, de aquí... Ah, mira, esto. Y... no, esto no. Vale. Vale. Y seguimos.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
Bien.
If the Inquisition wants to
Esta es la herrería.
needs better horses.
Vale.
Might
Uy.
try to acquire suitable mounts
Oh,
from Master Tenet in
¿qué ha
the
pasado aquí?
hinterlands.
O sea...
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Bastante
Sturdy
bien.
and warm. It's perfect.
Aunque lo he vendido.
World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
¿Tienes algún
If I
diseño?
want something, what can you make?
Start simple.
Malla de
Something to
defensor.
keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Vale, adiós.
Goodbye.
Right.
Vale. Aquí tiene más elementos. Ahí. Flotes de refugio ya. Vale, vamos empezando por crear nuestra armadura. Tenemos el órice, el piedra de verano, no lo voy a utilizar. Voy a utilizar esta y esta, ahí. Y trauma al ser golpeado ya. Y ahora lo que voy a coger es bastante de hierro. También, espera. También tengo que hacer armas. Aquí, armas. Vale. Arma militar. Y esta. Y esta. Ahí. Y ya está. Y por lo menos yo tengo. Ahora tengo que conseguir metal. Que esa fuera de cámara lo iré haciendo. Y equipándole a otros personajes. A los personajes que vaya. Que pueda. Que van a ser. Va a ser yo mismo y Cassandra. Y ya está. Vamos, seguimos aquí en esta casa. Que. Sí, lo de búsqueda. Que ya sé dónde está el objeto de esto, los papeles que nos pidió Adán. Vale. Y por aquí estaba, por allí a lo lejos, estaba lo del puesto de tala. No me acordaba. ¿Cómo decirlo? Vamos. Aquí. Bien. Y hierro. Vale. Vale. Hierro creo que tiene que haber. Por aquí. Aquí. Hay mina de hierro. Tengo que coger lo máximo posible. Ahí. Aquí. Vale, detrás. Aquí están. Vale, ya que estoy aquí voy a coger estas que me quedan. Ahí. Y ahí. Bien. Ahora vamos a entregar las dos misiones. Y continuamos un poco con la historia principal. Y aquí. Ahí. Bien.
Nice work.
Gracias. Ahí. Bien, uno de poder. Y le damos esta a Adam.
You're back. And in one piece.
Sí. Toma.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Vale, adiós.
Farewell.
Receta de poción de lirio. Ah, esa es para los magos, creo. Vale. Y continuamos.
Does it trouble you?
Quiero quitármela. No, está bien. No hacerlo a la brecha. Ya no. No, está bien.
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the Mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
¿Tenéis una idea? Eso parece peligroso. Tenéis una idea, ¿no?
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Un placer.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your Mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that Mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
¿Todavía crees que lo hice? ¿Piensas que...? ¿Qué piensa? Prisa se han dado. Cualquiera.
Can't you simply ignore them?
If only that were possible.
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
¿La brecha no les preocupa?
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat, they just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Pues mira, hablaré con
I'll
ella.
see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Vale, empezamos con las operaciones. De mesa. Aquí. Aceptar informe, pero más tarde. Sí, activar operaciones. Y atrás. Y bueno, yo creo que aquí lo vamos dejando. Ya he presentado un poquito, pues como es aquí la aldea, digamos. Y bueno, Si os ha gustado, darle a like, suscribiros, comentad, claro. Y hasta el siguiente capítulo. ¡Chao!